I left on a bit of a teaser at the heaviest of things. I'm going to try and show you what that was. It was, how fascinating are they? See, it's creating like an angled desk. I need to ponder. Sorry, I was playing with my slipper on my foot. Something similar to this whole section here, which will just give me a bit more space. You know those moments where you think it's a good idea to do like a deep clean, and then you start and you get to a point and you look around and you're tired and you think, why did I do this? I know what you want to do. Some orders packing and spell making, and see how we've been able, well, see how I've been able to make the most of my little studio space. Good morning everyone, how are you? How are we? Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. If you're new here, I'm Victoria and I run 2 online Etsy shops from this studio here. Record it all, put it all together to bring you along with me. On one side is Scrunchies and Bows, where I thrift materials such as duvet covers, pillowcases, dressing gowns, bed sheets, you name it. Bring it home, give it a good wash and turn them into beautiful hair accessories such as scrunchies, bows, headbands, clips. If you're not new here, you'll know that sewing for me really calms my ADHD, calms my brains, shuts down those tabs in my brain. So a good many more things have been added onto the shop, and I predict a good many more things will be on the shop in the future. And on the other side is my much beloved witchy shop. Everything on there is made by myself, and that is Kack-A-Ling Sisters. All things witchy you'll find on there, such as spells, pendulums, wheels of the year, Sabbath blessing cards, mini broomsticks. All things witchy you'll find on there. I recommend having a good look. It's like a curiosity shop. So if you saw my previous vlog, I left on a bit of a teaser. I don't know if it's a teaser. It would have been for me if I was watching it. I would have been like, oh my god, why is she not telling me? My husband, my wonderful John, you would have seen him a few vlogs back. He helped me build my display stands, and he come with me to the market and helped me at the market. He's my best friend. We have been together for almost 20 years. He is my absolute world. Anyway, for my birthday, he knows me inside and out. He can look at my face and just know. Anyway, the night before my birthday, it was a Thursday, and he is just as bad as I am. I'm the sort of person, I don't do it with my kids, but I do it with other people. I will put everything into a gift and I'll be like, do you want your gift? Do you want your gift? Anyways, the day before my birthday, he was secret squirreling, and I just know to leave him be. But I have to say, this year I wasn't very excited for my birthday. The very next day I had the Christmas markets to attend. I was really preoccupied. I'm hitting my busy season in the salon. I'm a full-time hairdresser as well, and I was hitting my busy season in the salon, and I was just a bit overwhelmed with everything, and I had to go into a bit of a robot mode. Anyway, we'll sit down the night before and he goes, I can't wait for your birthday. And I was like, oh, okay. And I tried to get all like happy because I knew he was up to something, and there's nothing worse, is there, when you put your all in and then the person that's on the receiving end is just like, oh wow, and then walks away. So I was like, yeah. And he goes, do you want your present? And I was like, no, you're fine. And then I felt really bad because he was really excited. So I was like, yeah, show me. So he walks off and he comes back. He's taking a hot minute, and I'm thinking, what's he doing? And he comes walking in to my lounge living room area where I'm sitting with the heaviest of things. And I've got my eyes closed, and I hear him put it down on the table, and I think, oh God, what is that? I'm going to try and show you what that was. I don't think I'm going to be able to pick it up, so I may have to show you on the floor. I don't know. It was... Oh. I'll take the lid off. It was a 135-year-old sewing machine from, I think they said, so 135-year-old sewing machine from 1889, I think it was, the gentleman said. So my husband had travelled the day before my birthday to go and pick it up. It is, I can't even explain to you. So maybe too much information, but my mum passed away the day before my birthday many years ago, and my mum taught me to sew on one, like it was a Singer, but on a Singer like this, and it was a handheld machine that you would spin around. She got her sewing machine from my nan, so it was quite an old sewing machine, but this is how I learned. I learned to sew on something very similar to this. I have to admit, I'm gonna have to learn this one. I don't know how to do it. I will learn it, and we will make something together on it. However, so she passed away, and it was the day before my birthday that she passed, and obviously my husband then come walking in with one of these on the day that she passed. I'm not ashamed to say I cried like a baby. It was a really wonderful, thoughtful gift, and I felt it really like helped me feel a bit more connected to her as well. This is a Jones, and it comes with some instructions, so we'll have to learn that too. It even smells and it even comes with some really old bobbins. These bobbins are really, really old. How fascinating are they? See, when I was little, I used the machine, but I never learned how to thread it, and I never learned these bobbins. So I'm looking forward to learning about that. It is extremely heavy. It is extremely heavy. Beautiful, but it even has the box for you to store bits of material. I'm not sure what they used to use in the olden days, but this is why I need somewhere to store it. I was thinking of originally just putting it behind here, but it would poke out too much for what I need. I use this side of my studio is for packing and for sewing and my sewing machine stuff and all my sewing bits. This side of my studio is all for Kack-A-Ling Sisters, so it has all Kack-A-Ling Sisters stock, but all my art stuff. And this side, this back wall, is my art stuff, but a bit of my sewing and also my computer and where I draw. So excuse the mess, but what I was thinking is creating like an angled desk here to be able to put it here, but I would feel very closed in. So I had a thought that I would maybe possibly put it onto, make a little desk on wheels so it could be moved and maneuvered around. Now I like the idea of that, however, I don't know. I really don't know. So that is something that I'm going to have to figure out, because I just have no clue what I'm going to do. I was thinking that I could move my overlocker to this side here, and yeah, and then put that back there, but it's just too big, and it's too heavy to go on any of the above shelves. So that's currently what I'm battling with, because I do want it out and I would like to use it. It's going to take a bit more longer than it would if I was using this machine, but it's too beautiful not to. It's too big or too heavy to go on the shelves above. It would just bend the shelves down, and a lot of my stock is on there for Kack-A-Ling Sisters, and then this one is for my art supplies. I do have, with ADHD, it often happens when you have object permanence, so you need everything on display to remember you've got it, because otherwise your brain will just go on to the next thing and completely forgot you've got it. So there's that. I do want to make a project with it. I'm not sure what, so I don't know what to do. I do know that moving it around is, by gum, it's heavy, but it's so worth it, she says, and then makes it look like it's really easy by using one hand. That was not easy. Okay, so I'm going to possibly look at some storage ideas. I feel like a Kallax unit, you know that you can get the Kallax units. I'm wondering if I don't know, I was going with, I wonder if the Kack-A-Ling units would be good, but what I want to be able to do is, this has a big chunk of wood and I was hoping to be able to put the wood, sit the wood inside so that it was just this top bit of wood that was on display, so I'd have to cut into it. I need to think, I need to ponder, so I'll get back to you. Okay, so this vlog is going to be all over the place, but I have just been given the opportunity of a full day off. I had a few clients have to cancel due to illness. COVID is going around big time, and I do have a bit of a policy that if they're poorly they can just cancel anytime. There's no cancellation fee, and I'll book them back in, because I'd rather that than make my whole house poorly. So it has given me the rest of today off. So in light of that, I need storage, I need space, and I was sitting in my desk just looking up at all of this and wondering what I can do with it. Now, I like my ladies here because when people are in the back wash and washing their hair, they look up at it and then we talk about it and we have a whole discussion on it. Sorry, I was playing with my slipper on my foot. I did get this a while ago. I got it from a thrift shop and I was like, oh, I'll put my pens in it. However, it's too deep for my pens, but it did give me an idea, so I brought it down. We have so much spare wood in this house, it's unreal. So what I'm going to do is something similar to this, and I want to be able to do it along this whole top back shelf bit here, and I want to be able to store it, like make little divides, so that I can then just make full use of the height. I don't know if you can see it, I'll put it up. Okay, my light's in the way, that doesn't help. You can see there's empty space all up here and along this whole top bit here, and if I make it a bit like a Kack-A-Ling unit or with divides in it, I'll be able to stack up higher. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I think I'll use this side above my Cricut to, I was thinking of something else for my Cricut, but I will come back on that one. I was going to say this side above the Cricut to maybe possibly store like my materials a bit differently of my smaller lot, but this whole section I would ideally like just for my sewing. So you literally just saw a whole this is how my brain works. I was in the middle of talking and then literally an idea popped in my head. So that Cricut, what I'm going to do is make like a little storage unit on wheels for my Cricut to sit on top, so it'll go underneath my desk here. It will maybe on this side go underneath, and it'll be a storage unit, and I'm going to put layers like shelving in the storage unit for bits that I store under here anyway, so that could go in, and then I could just wheel it in and out. So that will be my Cricut. I'll deal with that and I'll put that together at some point. I'm going to make probably more shelving along this whole top bit for definite, and then I'll probably section it, and then I may do the same for this middle one as well, and then all along this side just have baskets. Yeah, I think that's the best way, because I have so many things stored, and like I have all my pens and pencils here, but I figured if I make my own pen storage like this, like fit into there, I'll be able to put all of my pens in there, and maybe even a pull-out tray just for my pencils as well, and that will clear up this whole section here, which will just give me a bit more space. This is what happens when I get days off. I don't know if I'm on my own, I don't know. It's just the way my ADHD brain works. And it'll give me some storage space. So I'm gonna crack on with that. I have asked my husband to bring down all the wood, the spare wood we've got. I need to go and get some miniature L brackets. They're literally, I'll put some photos up of what I built for my son's room, my room, both my boys' room and my room, and that's basically is similar to what I'm hoping to achieve on these shelves. So I need to go and get those miniature L brackets, and this hopefully won't take long. See, with this there's a whole empty back bit, back space, which I could use. Like I put things behind it. I didn't know that this was going to turn into an office overhaul. So for Kack-A-Ling Sisters, I got some DTFs. So for some t-shirts, I think maybe a little bit crazy with the sprinkle of cute. A little bit crazy with the sprinkle of cute. Magic and dreams. My crystal ball says you're full of I drew all of these. You might actually, I did this one, so you might see me wear this one every now and then. It says, stay wild, moonchild. Sorry, right way. Cauldron blessed. So they were waiting because I didn't want to go to a manufacturer to get t-shirts, and like I do for Scrunchy Bow, I thrift, and I was like looking around for nice thrifted t-shirts to do them. I didn't come across any, and then I put them away and totally forgot I had them, so good little find. My sublimation ink, so the ink from my sublimation printer, which if you've been here a while, you know I moved upstairs into my husband's office because there ain't no room here. Hopefully after today though, I would have created some room. Okay, so I've managed to clear this top bit. I've not done this corner yet. I think ideally what I'm going to do is make some shelving along. So I'll probably get one more shelf in the full length round and then one more at the top, and then I can put little divides in. I'm just going to go and get the wood. Okay, I went upstairs. I have got the wood down. So I've got all these random bits, and then we have two bigger bits over there. I'm just trying to think what they were for originally. I can't even think what they were for. I think they may have been for my husband's desk. Big bits. Anyway, they're out there. I ran off to B&Q and got... One second. So ran off to B&Q, got some L brackets. They're little ones. Yeah. Little L brackets, and then 4 tiny little wheels. They're just back and forward wheels. So got them, and just sorry, let me just message. I've got clients messaging. I was rescheduling the clients' Christmas appointments. Okay, so went to B&Q, got them. So at B&Q they have like a scrap wood bin. So I was able to pick up, because I want to make a cupboard for underneath this bit for the cricket to sit on. So the cricket will sit on, and then underneath will be storage. So I got some wood bits out for that. Quite nice, but they're vinyl wood. So it's chipboard with vinyl over the top. So there. Right, I'm going to make a start. What I want to start with is initially putting the first shelf up. So I need to take a measurement of this shelf. Yeah, measurement of this shelf. So measure this one, get that up, get the next one up, then do the corner pieces, get them up, and then do my little things. So my little things. Do you know, I think this is that old. Let me see. It is. This is that old, this piece of wood we've been holding on to. This is actually from when I cut these and did them the first time round, this piece. So that would probably be yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do these now and get the measurements. So this is where you'll see and watch how my brain works. I will literally, there'll be no sense, there'll be no rhyme or reason. It will just all come together, and I'll do it bit by bit. Yeah, let's take you around to the other side. I got my measurements. Let's catch up in a minute. I was truly gutted here because I'd set up the camera outside so that you could see me jigsawing these woods. So these woods that are stood up they were the big pieces, probably a bit wider than my desk, say 2 times wider than my desk, and I took it outside and I'd cut them to the 8-inch measurements that I needed, and I'd set up the camera, and then after watching it back realised I hadn't took the video. But what had happened is when I was bringing the camera back in, I hadn't turned the camera off to come back in. I just unplugged it, brought the camera back in, and then it lost my footage. I think this is where you can really start to appreciate how small a space this is. I was really squished in there, but it still worked. I'm 5'3", and I can touch it arms wide to arms wide, so I think it just shows you how small this space is. I'm going to see if I can get this in. I may need a little height help from the hubster. I've just been outside and cut up my middle pieces. I've just run and done that. These four. I need to go and cut out this. I'll be back. I'm going to go and just cut these out and also trim off a bit on the ends. Right, I've just done one and trimmed the end off. I'm just going to see if it fits. Perfect. Okay, it fits. I'm going to go and do all the others. Well, the other three. Be back.
Dandelions in my hair, summer sunshine everywhere. We were lost but didn't care, living dreams without a prayer. Running off through fields of gold, stories shared and secrets told. Wishing dreams would never fall, hearts so free and spirits bold. Dandelion dreams take flight, glitter stars within the night. Hold my hand and hold it tight. Youthful hearts and pure delight.
So here I'm just playing around with where I want these upright, because this is what's going to start the process of all of the inserts. I thought I was recording. Okay, one side, one bit done. With this will go in. Ay, ay, ay. Done it the wrong way. Right. Maybe. One section done. Gonna just try and do this one quickly, and then I think I'm gonna use this middle section for my pens. I'm not sure. Don't know why I don't have footage, but this is me taking the exact measurement of this side so I can do the same on the opposite side. Okay, sides on, that one, that one, and that one, and then I've got up here to do. I think what I'm going to do is just focus on this shelf today, and then tomorrow we'll continue on with that one. We'll see. I'm still just working through all my placements here on how I would like it. I can't go to measurement, I can't go to a drawing, I literally have to just do it as my mind's working. I'll be back. I'm gonna just trim this. God, I could kick myself. I thought I was recording. I went out and come in and got straight to it. Middle bit's done. Right. I think I'm gonna finish this corner. You can't see it because of the light, but there's a corner bit here, so I'm gonna do that. Be back. I then move on to the shelf above, the one I just did, so that I can find the placement of the wood and where I want those shelves to be. This concentration face cracks me up. Just gonna put these, see if they fit. Going on a screw hunt. Okay, found some screws. I need really short, fat, stumpy ones.
In your eyes, I find my peace, a love so sweet. It won't decrease in every smile. I see my home with you, I never feel alone. Hand in hand, we'll chase the stars.
This space was so awkward. I was so grateful that my John come in to help me. I was ready to just walk away at this point. It was already a long day and I was really starting to flake. With the uprights in place, I'm just taking measurements for the inserts.
Together we'll stand the test of time in your arms. I find my truth, forever bound by Alice proof. Through every storm, we'll stay strong in your love. I belong in laughter and tears. We'll find our way together, come what may.
So far we've added that middle section in, and I think because my ladies, I think I'm going to put in that corner bit. I don't know yet. Oof, I don't know. I know that I need to triangle these side, but 2 there and 1 at the top there, and I'll glue them and sellotape them so they can dry overnight. You know those moments where you think it's a good idea to do like a deep clean, and then you start and you get to a point and you look around and you're tired and you think, why did I do this? This bit coming up, it's basically the exact same, and you can see it, the look on my face. I might be singing, but the look on my face, the eyes just say it all. I know what you want to do. Okay, so I've been at this nearly all day, and it wasn't even the plan. I don't know what the plan was, but I knew that I needed some more storage, so I've added some more to here, and to this side. I do have one bit that I may need my husband to come in and fix because I've rounded the screw. So there's that bit to do, and then I guess I could probably do the same here up here and just section this off, and then I literally have this and then all the shop stuff here. So that's all I've got left to do, I think. Yeah, that's all I've got left to do. So I'll crack on with that. It was getting late and I was getting really tired and I didn't have the height to be able to put the screws in. So John come in, gave me a hand.
What next?
And because he knows me so well, he stayed to give me a hand. He knew I was ready to just walk away. He knew I was ready to just light a match, throw it in and walk away. So he helped me with the last little bit. Once that shelf was up, I was able to just make a start on trying to reorganize. I'm not very good with change. I knew I needed the space, but yeah, it took me a hot minute. I knew I needed some more baskets. I knew I wanted to have all my spell stuff on display. So I was just taking a hot minute to try and figure that out before dinner. And do these crates ever break on anyone else? Literally every time I try to collapse one, it completely breaks, or every time I try and open one, it breaks. I'm just getting my spell stuff down now. Some of the spells that are already made, there's only like a handful that are already made. The rest I do make. But yeah, this made me really happy because then I can see it. I can see my stock as well a bit easier. I'm trying to figure out where's the best place to store these. These are the notebooks, the star sign notebooks, front and back covers that I've made and designed. They've been put to one side because I need to still finish them. They need cinching, they need binding together, and I'm hoping now I've got a bit more room and I'll see them that I may actually finish them and get them on the shop. So I got an order for a desk buddy, and look how cute, a little desk buddy witch. So I thought I'd pack it with these because it's the first one I ever sold from Kack-A-Ling Sisters. Okay, so this is editing Victoria here. I am editing and I am 40 minutes in already. So that's 40 minutes already been cut, and there is still 9 hours of editing. So this video is going to have to be 2 parts. It's going to have to be a 2-part studio vlog makeover. So what started out as showing you my birthday present from my lovely husband, Marvin, my lovely husband, turned into me trying to think of storage and how I was going to store it but also be able to view it, turned into me getting a day off and looking around my studio and thinking I could use this space a bit better, to then having a full situation that's lasted 3 days to get me my studio, more storage and more things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this video here and make this part 1, and then you can catch up in part 2 next week where you see the finished results. Hence why I'm down low. I don't want you to see the finished results, but you'll also see a lot of the organising, you'll see a lot of how I store my things, you'll see a lot of the little bits and bobs. There is also going to be some orders packing and spell making, so tune in next week for the big reveal and see how I've been able to make the most of my little studio space. And all that's left to do is bid you farewell. Take care of yourself, take care of others. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you again real soon. City noise, loud buzz, coffee spills, red buzz.